Good morning, collective. Green Rising. Hello. Good day to you. Bien. I know you guys rarely see my face, and you rarely will. But these are one of the times where I have to just do what I gotta do. There's a message for a certain part of the collective. As you've grown, you set a standard, okay? And something I need to tell you about the standard that you set. Because with you doing this, it's caused the best way I can put it is it's caused a ripple effect in your spiritual life. You know what those changes are. You know what the effect is. You know. You specifically. Yeah, you. When you listen to these Akashic Records readings, when you love on yourself, when you make the necessary changes internally and externally, when you decide that the change is what you want, and it doesn't matter if you get recognition or not, it doesn't matter if you fail or succeed, because you're going to try again. That is growth. But about this standard that was set, you didn't set the standard because you had an epiphany. At some point in your spiritual walk, there has to be boundaries. There has to be a boundary with your energy. There has to be a boundary with the things that you accept into your energy. There has to be a boundary with your responses. If you've been recently going through gang stalking, separations, persecutions that you didn't earn. Now, some of my persecutions I definitely earned. So let's be honest with ourselves. You're going through these things. This for you, collective. That's you. You're starting to see people for who they are. The veil is pulled back. You're no longer oblivious or gullible to the tactics. Yeah? And yes, I gotta have a little pillow talk with y'all because it's some real shit. Some real shit. It is. What you don't want to do in your walk, in your growth with your spiritual standard is have your standard so low that even you step over it. Even you consider your standard unimportant. Because at that point, your spiritual team will leave you. At that point, your higher self will block off any other blessing monetarily, any other growth spiritually, any other otherworldly knowledge. The things that I'm learning, guys, is blowing my mind. But also the things that I'm learning is not for everybody, because everybody is not as responsible as the collective that I have in my life. Those of you that know me personally, thank you for being patient as I grow. Those of you who don't know me personally, thank you for being patient with yourself as you grow. We all have to practice at this point with our standards. Consistency. Okay, that's one. Second, the acceptance of reality. Okay, that's two. Third, the acceptance of the change. The consistency is going to teach us discipline, self-control. Yeah. If you see changes in people's behavior only because you decide that you want more, you desire and require more, which, excuse me, the person that you're dealing with, friend, family, spouse, ex-spouse, kids, They're requiring something too. They just don't use the same wording. Their request is just that, a fucking request. If the love, if the energy can't be reciprocated right now, we're not pouring into nothing that ain't pouring back into us. We don't have the time right now to play super save a hoe. These spiritual gifts that we're learning, and those of you who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, sit there and be silent or move to the next video. Yeah? Because this is for the party collective that is learning how to call upon other beings. Those Akashic Records readings, they resonate with you? Yeah. Hey, Moses. Hey, Boo. There was someone else that commented, thank you so much for this reading. I totally resonate. I can't wait to get into this. That was the Akashic Records one. Hey, Boo, you too. I don't know why you two fell on my mind. You two specifically. Moses and that other young lady. I can't remember your login. But you made a comment under the Akashic Records video one. I remember seeing it. I didn't respond because I like for you guys to focus on the information that's within those videos. And understand that as you grow and as you elevate, your higher self has ordained and chosen this body, this life, these obstacles. It was chosen. There's no coincidence. If you understand the universal laws and spirituality as it should be, you understand that there are no coincidences. None. Everything is divine. Every single thing is divine. The one consciousness, even down to the very events that happen in individual lives, it's divine. 707. Somebody loves that song, Bruno Mars, 777. Yeah. Your luck is changing. Your blessings have increased since you started releasing things. I just want you to see, when you release something or someone or a bad habit, you make a change in your mind. Let's say you don't even make an outward show of your change. There's nothing tangible, quantitative to say anything towards your change. You're seeing blessings. You are getting knowledge even as you sleep. This is spirit connecting with you. You're now connected with the one consciousness. Why? Why, you say? My gosh. Because you are trusted. You're trusted. You won't violate the spiritual laws. You won't abuse and become addicted to the power. 822. And you definitely would not ever break the most paramount spiritual law, which is choice. Everyone has a choice. These laws you know, and you don't fear people. Yeah, that's why I said gang stalking and all that. It's funny. It's funny to me because it's a bunch of dogs. They ain't even fucking barking, and we know they ain't biting because it would have been happened. These are cowards that you're dealing with. Cowards. Cowards that resort to violence. Cowards that resort to hiding behind a screen. These are cowards. Think about it. You're an elemental being in the making. You're dangerous to them. So you must be eliminated. And if we can't physically eliminate you, we'll spiritually eliminate you by getting you to eliminate yourself. Because we're not strong enough to do it. Someone is definitely resonating. It's a whole coven. Those of you that I know personally, this may or may not be for you. It's someone definitely out there, even down to the animals in this house. You've disconnected so that you can recenter, and you're doing an awesome job. Awesome job. When you reconnect to the world, not to spirit, you're connected to spirit. This is why you're going through that. It feels like a dark night of the soul, but it's not, baby. It's called shedding, pruning. You have to. For every rose bush to grow, every tree to flourish, you have to cut the dead pieces. And some things in your life are dead. They're just dead. That's what you have to do. And you're doing it. You made the decision with all the fear right there, with all the confusion, misunderstanding. I don't get it. I want this here. You're still doing it. But just know you're an awesome, dynamic, powerful collective to the point that you instill fear in your enemies and you inspire the weak. That is what you're here to do. Catalyze people in the relationship with God. That is what you're here to do. That's why you're getting attacked. It's a distraction, baby. But you see that sun is nice and up. At least where I am. I want you guys to know you're loved. You're more than protected. You are more than protected. Oh, trust me. When they stand up out their seats to come towards you, 11:20, when they stand up out their seats to come towards you, just a simple thought of any animosity towards you places karma upon their heads. It does, because you're that important. You're that important. You're divine. You're that important, collective. That even before your enemy knows that they're your enemy, the issue is dealt with by your spiritual team. And if your spiritual team can't get them, Source can. God can. The universe can. So in this season, 1202, of releasing and relaxing, replenishing and restarting, don't forget to love on yourself. Don't forget to love on others. Don't forget to maintain your standard. And don't ever forget who you are and who you belong to. You belong to the Most High God. That's a powerful, powerful being. You belong to Him, to it, to one, to source, to universe, whatever you want to refer to it as. No harm shall come upon thee. No blessing shall be withheld from thee. No rock, no stone, no arrow shall penetrate thy soul. So chin up, my dear. Chin up, chest out. Sword on the ready, shield in place. Because this is a fight. Spiritual warfare. That's all it is. And most times, spiritual warfare is a mind game. So no fear. No hate. No low-level energies. We're not reciprocating anything to anyone. If they do something to you, let it happen. Report it to the authorities. Handle your business the right way. Don't put any karma back into the universe. Because when you do that, it's going to shatter all the growth that you've made. It's going to make it null and void. Null and void. That is what the people who have deemed themselves your enemy, who've written you off as a lost cause, that is what they're going through. And that's what they'll always go through, because it's become a heart issue. It's become something settled in their heart. It's part of their personality, their psyche, and I can guarantee you it's now a part of their Akashic records, because these are decisions that are becoming actions, and these actions are becoming habits for them, and these habits have become a lifestyle of hate, envy, jealousy, vindictiveness. You are not that, collective. You are not that. You're better. You're more. And you have to be more. You are more, because you have more than enough lives to touch. Each and every one of this part of this collective, 1440. Each and every one of my collective, that you're a part of the 144,000. I'm calling out numbers from the clock. So if you believe in the concept of angel numbers, go and check it out, baby. You might get a message from your angel help that assists you in handling this. Moses, honey, and my dear, dear friend on Akashic One who said, oh, wait, I think I understand. You guys understand. You're grasping it. You got it. You got it. Do you know how dangerous that is to the dark side? For a light worker to understand who the fuck they are and what they can do and what lineage they are. This is dangerous information because when you figure out who you are, you figure out your place in the universe. That's when you figured out your divine purpose, and there's nothing that can stop you once that happens and you accept it. It is scary. It was scary for me. Don't worry about these people trying to peer into your stuff. That's why they're peering. They don't know. You're cloaked. They don't know. They watch these videos. I give very little information in a good bit of those videos because I know your enemy is watching. My enemy is watching. The collective's enemy is watching. We got to be wise. I love you guys. We're going to get the sun up the rest of the way. If you're watching this at a time and place where it hasn't reached the fruition, the sun, go ahead, love on yourself, okay? Forgive yourself. Everything that's karmic is not bad. Karmic only means that there's a lesson involved. Yeah. Karmic only means there's a lesson. I love you, collective. Stay blessed, stay protected, and always remember whose you are.